So we've stopped by Gala here at Gamescom to find out a little bit more about a game called Age of Wulin. I'm going to leave it over to Arash here as the producer on the project to sort of give us an introduction to what this game is all about.
Hey, good to meet you. So I guess Age of Wulin is a sandbox-style MMORPG set in Imperial China, around the Ming Dynasty, and it's set in the age of the wuxia and the wuxia universe itself. So it's really martial arts based.
So what's the benefit to an what's this sort of era in time? What does it offer an MMO? Because it's not your typical sort of fantasy or science fiction setting, right?
Exactly. So I think that we bring something really unique to the MMORPG market at the moment. You get fantasy and sci-fi all over the place, and in this game, from the combat that you learn to the professions and jobs that you have throughout the game, to the kind of creatures that you fight, the animals essentially, to the schools out there, which are essentially your factions. They're all set within this kind of realism and realistic setting, with a hint of the wuxia kind of polish over the top.
So as far as I understand it, it's pretty much an all-encompassing game. It's got all the aspects you would expect from an MMO. But can you just go into a little bit of detail of what's there for the social gamer, what's there for the PvP player, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, absolutely. So due to it being like a sandbox style game, I guess as a player you can do one or all or none if that's what you don't want to do elements of the game. You can PvP anywhere you like. You will level up your character in terms of your skill sets, but your character doesn't have an actual level itself. So the more you train, the more you combine the right skill with the right weapon, and you master yourself within this game. That's how your strength comes through. And if you don't want to PvP and you want to fish all day long, for example, you can be a fisherman, or you can be a blacksmith, or you can be a fisherman and a blacksmith. So the combinations in your professions are kind of endless. We also have a whole range of quests available, something in the region of 8 different quest paths for the player. And we also give a whole range of different social tools for the player. So one of the really unique tools that we have for the player is the video creation tool. And for Gamescom we created a trailer using these tools because we wanted the community to have a look at this trailer and be inspired and start creating their own storyline and their own vision for what they're experiencing throughout the game.
And that's kind of an interesting thing, how you're trying to make it sort of a unique experience for every player, instead of just everyone doing the same quest and sort of having sort of the same experience. Of course, in an MMO, nothing is ever the same because it's player create experience and influence other people's experience. But still, you want to try to give it a twist there. And
absolutely. So I think that one of the really cool features that we have in this game is a random NPC event. And the idea behind it is that the way that you treat certain NPCs in the game will dictate how they react to you in the future. So if we take, for example, you treat a beggar really nicely, that beggar may turn out to be, a grand martial arts expert that will train you and teach you a really good skill. And that goes on throughout the experience. There are so many different random events throughout, and we hope that no one player has the same experience over and over again. And we're adding more and more different, let's say, random quests throughout the experience as well for the player.
So at this stage, where are you at in development, and sort of what's the schedule like?
So this is the question that everyone's asking. We're prepping for our CBT at the moment, so our closed beta. We've just given out a number of beta keys to our puzzle game winners on Facebook. So any gamers out there that wanted to take part and want to ensure access, please enter our competitions, because we want them involved. We want them to be part of the community. We're prepping our servers, and our websites will be rebranded pretty soon with the official site, and our forums too. So that's really cool. And at the moment we're looking to localize the game, and we're quite close to finalizing the localization. But the Chinese characters are so poetic, and they have some deep meaning. So we want to make sure that the localization port is good, and that the players really appreciate what we've done and the hard work that we've put behind it ourselves. So we're prepping at the moment for CBT, and it's going to be coming in 2012.
Thank you very much for your time.
Excellent. Speak soon. Take care.